Oh yes, we are finally doing this video. It's a video that I've been trying to do for a while. If you can only keep 5 whiskeys. Yes, that Matt at ADHD Whiskey challenge. I'm excited to do that. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Carlos. Thank you for joining me here on the Outside Whiskey Corner. I truly appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much for all the love, all the support. Please, I'm gonna ask you for 2 favors. If you can do me that, those 2 favors, it'll truly be appreciated. Please, let's start off with subscribing. Yes, if you are not yet subscribed, please help me out in doing that. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. We're at like 730. So if we can get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, I will do a live stream. I'll give some bottles away and we will do all of that. Hopefully by that time we'll be in my new house. If you could also do me another favor, the second favor, and everybody could do this, is please like this video. The more likes you guys give to the video, the better the YouTube algorithm likes it and a lot more people see it. And you know, if you find it beneficial, others would as well. So you're helping others out also. Now, we're gonna get into this, but before we do, we always do an inaugural cheer. I won't lie, I already got into this a little bit, but I'll cheer for you guys in here, so cheers. That is good. Guys, I am picking up tobacco, pepper spice, creamy caramel, vanilla, cherries, bananas, all of that good stuff. It is good. And it is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B519. Yes, B519. Haven't had this in a while. It got lost in my bourbon collection. I just see it because I was cleaning out my bourbon collection to, you know, store some bottles away because we are moving. And I just saw this today and I'm like, haven't had that in a while. This was a dusty bottle that I got in my trip hunting to Massachusetts last year. And I'm glad that I got this. I was able to find it there. The store only had this one left and I'm glad I picked this up because it's really freaking good. Sorry if you guys hear all like the nature sounds, the airplane, the birds are fighting each other over there. I don't know, it's weird, but they're squawking a lot. Anyways, guys, like I said, we are doing that ADHD Whiskey challenge where he said, if you can only keep 5 bourbons or 5 whiskeys. My list is basically all bourbons, but basically he is moving, Matt at ADHD Whiskey is moving from his home in Colorado to Kentucky. Yes, you know, so we all go through that. I'm going through that myself. I'm actually moving from South Florida to Central Florida soon as well. So it kind of hit home to me. I've been trying to do this video for a while. I just haven't had the time to because I've been traveling and doing a lot of stuff and getting the house ready for sale. So it took me a while to actually pick 5. And I actually have an honorable mention, something that I might throw in my wife's purse for the move. But yes, it is something that's difficult to do. But let's get into this. It's in no particular order, but I will talk about why I picked some of these to be on this list. So let's get into it. So the very first one that we're gonna talk about, I don't have. Nope, as I just told you, we are moving from South Florida to Central Florida. And in this move, I've had to, you know, already start packing up my bourbon collection. It had to look nice for my open house. And I didn't want the people to think, oh, you're an alcoholic or you just have a shitload of bourbon. So I cleaned it up a little bit, made it look nice. It looked nice, but made it look nice in moderation, let's say. And I packed this actual one up. So that one is the Knob Creek 12. Here I have a Knob Creek 15, so we'll use it in its place, but Knob Creek 12 is a favorite of mine. I have always kept, well, since I bought it last year, I've always kept one in my bar as an extra while I'm drinking one. So right now I have one that's about halfway and I have one that's not open, right? But both of them are stored up and they're really good, guys. 12 years old. Knob Creek is good either way by itself at the 9-year, but at 12-year it is amazing. And I bought those bottles at like 60-ish bucks, something like that. And now what I'm seeing is that some stores, or basically all stores, either get a big batch of it in and then they don't see it again for like 8 months, right? At least that's how it's working in my area. Also, they're raising the price up, so it's going up to like $70–80 now from what I've seen. So I can only imagine that the next one I'm gonna buy is gonna be around that $80 range, if I can even find it. So that is definitely coming with me because I really love that bourbon. My number 2 bourbon that I'm gonna keep is kind of like that. Now, you guys know that I was looking for Smoke Wagon for a long time, right? My brother in Georgia actually gifted me a small batch, the 100 proof one, as a present for my birthday last year when I visited him in Georgia. Since then, I've been hooked on Smoke Wagon. It took me a while to find it, but especially it took me a while to find the Uncut Unfiltered one. But I finally did, and since then I've had an extra bottle while I'm drinking one, just like the Knob Creek. This one I just picked up in Texas a few weeks ago, and I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get another one. You can find them online, but then you're subject to shipping costs and also what they're actually charging. So I'd rather take this with me and just make sure that I have a Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. So this is my number 2. Number 3 that I would put here, and again, this is in no particular order, it's just in the order that I'm taking them here, is actually a sentimental bottle for me. So right off the bat, you guys should know that I love my Maker's Mark limited release. So you already know this is a limited release, but it's not the FAEs, it's actually the one prior to that, the 2020 release, and that is the SE4 PR5. And the reason this is on here is 2 reasons. One, I just got lucky to get this bottle. It was released in my area. I got at a liquor store, somebody looking in the same aisle as I was looking for. I got into a conversation with him and he told me they have this at the local Total Wine. So I shot over there, only one left. Had my name on it, right? Only one left, I bought it up and this was amazing. But I actually popped this when I got a job offer that I was waiting for. There was this job that I was truly trying to get, and finally when I got that job offer from them, that offer letter, I popped this and I used this to celebrate the new position. So this has sentimental values for me. I baby this, and quite honestly, I'm happy I have this. This is really freaking good, and I will definitely keep this with me. Alright, before we get into our last 2, I'm gonna show you guys a honorable mention. Now, you can only keep 5, so I cheated a little bit. I'm gonna try to keep this in my wife's purse. I'll keep it hidden. If I have to put it in a book bag, whatever, I'm taking it with me. And it is a Blanton's, right? The reason it's a Blanton's is, 1, because it's a Blanton's, you don't find them that much, but also this was the first allocated bourbon, not this particular bottle, but Blanton's in general, was the first allocated bourbon that I had the pleasure of hunting and actually getting the victory of actually getting, and not for insane prices, because you're gonna go out and buy Blanton's right now for 300 bucks, but you know, you just wasted your money. I actually hunted for that and got it for a little bit over MSRP. So that was amazing. So it has like that sentimental, like, wow, I really did this accomplishment thing, and I would love to take that with me if I can sneak a 6th one in there and not just 5. The last 2 that we're gonna get into, I'm gonna talk about right now, but let me just finish this little bit off. It was just a little tiny bit, so I'm gonna have to get a little bit more, but I'm getting kind of sad just thinking about only keeping 5 whiskeys. Anyways, our number 4 kind of goes back to availability, right? the reason that I'm gonna keep this with me is because I have not found it in my area since I got this bottle. Now, I didn't pay that much over MSRP. I did pay like 40 bucks over MSRP, something like that. But I have not yet even found it for over like extraneous amount of money over MSRP in my area. I haven't found it at all. So I'm taking this with me, and that is Stagg Jr. Now, this one is particularly batch number 15. I haven't tasted any other Stagg Jr. I love how this is. Haven't tasted any other one to actually compare it to, but because I love this so much and I have never seen any other one in my area, I'm taking this with me, and I baby the hell out of this bottle. So this is coming for sure. Last one, number 5. So remember, we gave you 4 with an honorable mention, and now this is the 5th one for the list. All right. This one, I'll tell you a story. I thought it was cool when somebody told me about that they bought bourbons or whiskeys for their kids to have it with them when they're old enough to be 21, right, and to be able to drink. So I thought it was a cool concept, a cool idea, and I decided to do that with my own kids, right? So I have a 13-year-old, well, he's about to be 13, and I couldn't find anything from his birth year. And I was looking for a while. Finally was able to get something, and it's also a really good bourbon, or from what I hear, because I haven't popped it yet. This is Rebel Yell 10-year single barrel. So I heard this is really freaking good, but the good thing about it is that it has my oldest son's birth year on it, and I plan to have it with him when he's 21. So I definitely have to take this with me and keep it there in my bar for when we're able to do that. So still got 7 years to do that. Oh no, actually 8 years, sorry. Took a year off, but definitely looking forward to that with him. I might not pop it with him, I might just drink it with him, because I kind of want to get into it already, but I'm just happy to have it either way, to drink it with him, and he'll know that that's what I save for him for when he gets old enough. Well guys, that is my list of if you can only keep 5 whiskeys. They were all bourbons, quite honestly, so hey, I'm a bourbon guy. I'm not a rye guy, I'm not a scotch guy anymore, I'm a bourbon guy. So they were all gonna be bourbons. Let me know what you guys thought of my list. What would you pick on your list? You probably already did this for a bunch of people's videos, but if you could do this, comment below, that will definitely help out. And I want to have that interaction with you guys. It's cool to see what's on other people's lists and what they hold value if they could only keep 5 of them, right? So comment below, let me know that you know, you like this video. So like, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe. Again, that really helps me out. We're gonna get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and you're gonna help me do that because you are amazing. Well, I'm gonna pour myself a little bit more of this Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B519, and I'm gonna enjoy it, but I want you to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.